What's up, YouTube? SimplyUnlucky here, and today we have a very epic opening. A new format in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has arrived, and it is the Speed Duel Starter Decks. And this is the first one. It is Destiny Masters. And then I want to ask you guys to check out the channel and subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And by the way, you guys, more videos coming up. I know we've kind of been taking a break, opening up the online and physical card store as of late, but it's getting it and it's going, and the Speed Duels are here. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this for you guys because Speed Duels is very interesting for videos as a channel where we like to do duels. I know we can't do it very often, but I feel like we can do it much more often now that we have Speed Duels. And so that's a concept I'm very excited for because it's just nice, quick, short duels. I know it's like Duel Links. If you guys have played Duel Links, it's actually exactly almost the same as Duel Links, but it's a physical card version. And I think Konami's whole point with this is if you want to play a quick game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a new format for that. And new players, it's very easy for new players to learn compared to the current format of Yu-Gi-Oh! So Speed Duels is really helpful for that. And then of course you can kind of, you know, get them to slowly participate in the actual current Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. So, and then a big FYI, you guys, the cards in Speed Duels can be used in the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Format, the regular TCG. I'm just going to call it that from now. But you cannot use TCG cards or regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in the Speed Duel format. And you'll see a watermarked Speed Duel at the bottom of the card. So I just wanted to make a note of that before we get started here. And so yes, this is the starter deck for Yugi, Pegasus, and Ishizu. And so you're going to have some Tunes, Gravekeepers, and Dark Magician type stuff. On the back it says, Millennium Item Users Unite. This product includes 3 decks, 60 common cards, 3 ultra rare variant cards, 9 skill cards, and 1 double-sided deluxe game mat for dueling guide to help you jump right into Speed Duels. And so there is a rule, there's some new rules in here, you guys, as well. But I wanted to go ahead and do, a video for this starter deck, the what's it called, Destiny Masters, and then after that we'll do Duelist of Tomorrow, and then after that we'll have a video for you guys how to play Speed Duels or how to participate in the Speed Duels format, everything you need to know, that kind of thing. And so that'd be very exciting. An interesting concept though is this is the first time I've seen something like this. They have an actual, look at this, little mini deck inside of these individual starter decks. So you have a mini deck for Yugi. And there's that. Whoops. Let's get these out of here as well. And then you have your cards, your extra cards for the different decks inside of these starter decks. Different characters for your, I guess, technical Duel Links in real life type deal. But yeah, for your Speed Duel format. And so, yeah, another quick question for you guys though. What do you guys think about this new format of Yu-Gi-Oh? Obviously, Konami's going to support it, and I believe they're going to have tournaments for Speed Duels and for the regular format, probably either at the same place, or if Speed Duels is popular enough, I think they'll have tournaments on their own. But yeah, let us know in the comments below, you guys. I'm really curious, and I know a lot of you guys are kind of wondering what everyone else is thinking about this. So yeah, let us know in the comments below what you think about Speed Duels, and what exactly you expect from a game like this. And I'm personally very excited once again. It's very fun for videos. But really, I want to know what you guys think. So, start off by checking out these cards here. And this will be our chance to show you guys the cool little Speed Duel marker. So you get 3 ultra rares inside. And as you can see there, it says Speed Duels watermarked at the bottom. Look at that. So it's watermarked at the bottom. And it's actually really easy to see in real life, when you have the cards right in front of you. So that's what your cards need to have on them in order to be playable in a Speed Duel tournament. And so if you're a card shop and you're running these tournaments, everyone's got to have their Speed Duel cards. Interesting concept for sure. So this game is going to have, this format of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to have its own market. So that's really interesting to think about. And then Speed Duel cards themselves can be played in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Market, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. So then some of these higher rarities of certain cards, like a Mimikat Ultra Rare, will obviously contain some value there. So let's start off with Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck here, the Yugi deck, and it looks like you can kind of just boop. It gives you the little deck list at the end, and then you just kind of slip the cards right out. And so we're actually going to be selling these Speed Duel decks, you guys, over on the eBay store and our TCG store, along with our website. We have different bundles. We have the decks themselves, And then we also have the mini decks inside, and I think we have ×1 and ×3 of every product. And then we have just a double or bundle of the 2 different speed duel starters together. So let's talk about skill cards. So you have 3 skill cards inside this one. This is gonna be a longer video, by the way. I was looking at other people's making this video, and I was like, dude, this is a whole new format. I want to take my time with this, but I don't want to talk about the rules too much because we want to make a whole video for that. But just reviewing these effects, if you guys don't play Duel Links, this is interesting. So these are your skill cards. And so put this card over, flip it over when you activate it. And so you're going to start the game. I believe Konami made a video, but this card will be like next to your deck. I'm kind of guessing you could put it in the middle too. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of wherever though that's convenient for you and your opponent. And it'll stay face down unless it's activated in the beginning of the duel. It'll say like, place this card in a certain spot, like if it's a continuous spell like Toon World, or if it's a field spell like Mountain or whatever. But if it has an effect, like when it activates when you take damage or whatever, it'll say flip this card. So it's kind of like a trap card in a way where your opponent doesn't know exactly what skill you're using. But I do believe, I don't even know if speed duels are supposed to be a 2 out of 3 game yet. We're still reviewing the rules for that video that we're going to be having here, I think, in the next 3 days, because we're trying to do the 2 start decks and then how to play the speed duels format. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you cannot change out, because there's no side deck. You can't just change out your skill card. So you're stuck with the skill card you're using in the tournament, which makes sense. So the first one here is Final Draw. You activate the skill during your main phase, and then once per turn during your turn, you may place a counter on this card skill. If it has 3 or more counters, when you would draw a card, you may search your deck for any card and add it to your hand instead. At the end of the turn, at the end of the turn that you use this skill, you lose the duel. It is definitely the final draw, so you're going to want to win. Remember, these decks are very fast, you guys, and to give you an idea of how fast this game is, again, we're going to talk about the rules in the other video, but here is, it's Duel Links. It's literally Duel Links. But here is the deck zone. You guys see that? Field spell, extra, 3 spell and traps, 3 main monsters, deck, graveyard. There is no main monster extras or extra monster zones, you guys. This is literally classic Yu-Gi-Oh at its finest, but it's way faster because the cards are simple and to the point. Some people are saying, the best decks will be like Toons. Some people are saying the best decks are going to be like Harpies with Mai's. Mai's got a really powerful effect over there, skill card. But other people are saying, it could be KAIBA with Champion's Vigilance. Some of these overpowered cards. So we'll see. But Toon Table of Contents, that's a really powerful card. But we'll get there. So yes, that's Final Draw. Power Dark. This is the start the game with Yami. So Yami is the darkness field spell you guys all know about. And so it actually says on the back, at the start of the duel, place this card in your field spell zone and flip it over. And so all fiend and spellcaster monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense. Also fairy monsters on the field lose 200 attack and defense. I believe it should be your field. But yeah. And then Destiny Draw, this one you guys will all know from Duel Links, obviously. When you lose 2,000 more life points, if you lose 2,000 more life points, you can activate the skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for any card revealed to your opponent and add it to your hand instead of drawing. If you do that, flip this card over. So pretty crazy when you lose 2,000. So people have actually done some pretty crazy combos with Duel Links for that. And then here is the Yugi deck. You got your Dark Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense, second to only Simply Unlucky. Feral Imp, you got your Rogue Dolls. Of course, these are all very good with Yami. It's spellcasters and fiends. So technically, these are 1800s and 1500. Dark Magician Girl, though, it's nice. This is a speed duel Dark Magician Girl, so technically, if you're a Dark Magician Girl collector, you got to get this card because it's got a new thing to it. Legion Fiend Jester. So during your main phase, tribute 1 spellcaster monster and face attacks in addition to normal summoner set. And then you can add spellcaster type normal monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So each effect once per turn. Pretty cool. Lets you get moving through your deck faster. Stern Mystic. Feel face downs. Double Costin's back already. Remember, that's a zombie though. And Blue Dragon Summoner. It's funny because these are kind of the OG cards from Duel Links as well. So it's cards on the field of graveyard. You can add a Dragon Warrior spellcaster monster from your deck to your hand. Thousand Knives, Sage of Stone, Dark Magic Attack. Riryoku. This was a pretty powerful card in Duel Links in the beginning. I don't know how powerful it'll be for these, but we'll see. Thousand Knives, pretty crazy as well. Dark Magic Attack. Tribute Doll, Wonder Wand. Light Force Sword, that could be powerful. Magician's Circle, Magic Jammer, and 7 tools. So all of your negation cards. I'm actually really excited to do some duels for you guys. For the how to play speed duels, I was thinking of either using, I was going to let you guys decide. We're either going to do Yugi versus Kaiba, or we're going to do Yugi versus Joey, because that was technically the first duel that was ever made for, you know, the actual TCG type series of Yu-Gi-Oh. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero had some crazy shenanigans, but yeah. So let us know if you guys want to see Yugi Joey, kind of like a mentor type duel, or Yugi versus Kaiba and just go all out. So this is Ishizu. She has her fields or skill cards here, and this one's if your opponent's life points is more than twice your life points. Actually, the skill, you may look at the top card of both your and your opponent's decks at any time. So you kind of just flip them over, if anything. Gravekeeper's Lot. This one's pretty cool. If you lose 18 or more life points, activate the skill during your next draw. You may search for any Gravekeeper card instead of drawing. And then you flip this card over so you can use it again if you take another 1800. Millennium Necklace. Remember the life points for this format, you guys, is 4,000. Millennium Necklace. At the start of your opponent's turn before they draw, this one's pretty crazy. You may look at the top 3 cards of their deck and rearrange them in any order. That's pretty cool. This skill can only be used once per duel. So, can you literally use that first turn? I feel like the best time to use that would be first turn. At the start of your opponent's turn before they draw. Okay. Gravekeeper's Curse, Spear Soldiers, Vassal, Chief, Cannon Holder, Assailants. This could get pretty overpowered if they print Necrovella, which they probably will eventually. Priestess, Recruiter, Shaman, Oracle, Ill Omen, Stell or Stella, Hidden Temples of the Necrovalley, Sebek, Blast held by a tribute. That could be crazy. Rite of Spirit and Eye of Truth. Eye of Truth, that's hilarious. But pretty crazy, you guys. So Gravekeeper's already seeing a start here. But you can kind of go ahead and put some Gravekeepers in Yugi's deck with Yami, Power Dark. You know, you have some 1700 spellcasters, like with the Spear Soldiers. Even the Chief could be decent in that scenario. Assailants. Priestess is considered Necrovalley, though. While there's no face-ups field spell, this field... Oh, the field is treated as Necrovalley. Okay, so... Interesting. So I guess you don't need the Power Dark, because that wouldn't work. Very cool. So you have those Shizu cards there. I'm just going to keep the skill cards out, because it's kind of... Prescience. Is it Prescience? I feel like I'm going to say that card wrong. Okay, so we have our Dark Magician deck, we have our Gravekeeper deck, and then we have our Toon deck here. And like I was talking about with Pegasus Toon deck, it has Toon Table of Contents in here. So that's pretty intense. But for his skill cards, you have It's a Toon World. You start the game with Toon World. That's pretty insane. So there's that one. Mind Scan. At the start of your 3rd turn, if your life points is 3,000 or higher, activate this skill. Count both players' turns. You may look at your opponent's set, spell, and trap cards at any time, and your life points drop below 3,000, flip this card over. Wow. So if you're above 3,000, you could just keep looking at them anytime. Your opponent's set, spell, and trap cards. You can't look at their set monsters. Okay. And the Millennium Eye, at the start of the duel, look at your opponent's opening hand. You may choose to have that player shuffle that hand into their deck and draw a new hand. Wow. If both players use a skill at the same time, the turn player resolves their skill first. So it'd be good to go first if both of you guys have Millennium Eye. For sure. Or would it be? Roguedell. Toon Owl. It's funny to see Roguedell in this one as well. And so the watermark is kind of barely visible there, if you guys can see. Toon Alligators. Parrot Dragon, that's cool to see. Dark Rabbit, you got Toon Masked Sorcerer, that's pretty sweet. Toon Mermaids, Toon Summoned Skulls, Black Illusion for your Relinquish. Toon Table of Contents. Man, that's a powerful card. So people were thinking, man, that could be really broken. Target 1 Toon monster, you can make a second attack. You got another 2 Toon Worlds. You got a Yami in here. So, yeah, interesting. Sword of Deep-Seated, 500 attack and defense, Toon Defense, Jar of Greed, and Wild Tornado. Interesting. Toon Masked Sorcerers are powerful, but it can't attack directly. these two are destroyed if they destroy Toon World, so that's an interesting concept as well. Wild Tornado, the target one face-up card in the spell trap is going to destroy that face-up card, then its controller can set a spell trap from their hand. If this card is destroyed and sent to the grave, target one face-up on the field, destroy it. Okay. Very cool, you guys, though. So, lots of interesting cards here for these 3 different decks. And definitely let us know in the comments below which of these 3 decks you guys think would be more powerful. So right now we're thinking, you know, just these mini decks by themselves. And then also let us know in the comments below what combination of decks you guys think will be the most powerful for the current speed duel format. Overall, I'm very excited for you guys. I want to do, honestly, I would be down to do, I think it's 9 duels if we just had like a tournament of speed duel decks, just go all out. We have, you know, Joey, Joey, mine, KAIBA over here, and then we have YuGiOh, Pegasus, and Ishizu over there. Anyway, just a whole bunch of duels, like a tournament between all the different speed duel decks. I think that'd be amazing. And again, we could just do 2 out of 3s or whatever, and it could go by real quick. Or we could just do, either way, it'd be a 30-minute video, you know, the most for each duel, just because we're trying to use the different skill cards so we can show them off. I mean, I think that'd be really fun. But let us know in the comments below if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing as well. And again, you guys, we do have the speed duel decks. So this one was Destiny Masters. We do have it for sale on SimplyUnlucky.com and eBay. We'll have singles on eBay and the TCG Player Store. All 3 of those links will be at the top of the description below. And also, though, we'll have the mini decks, you know, by themselves or at ×3, or the starter deck by itself for ×3 as well. So very cool, you guys. And I'm super excited to do some duels, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe for more epic videos from SU. And again, you guys will be posting more videos slowly, kind of trying to get the whole, again, physical card shop along with the online stores kind of set up for you guys. That's always been one of the biggest goals of Simply Unlucky. And a big thanks to all those patrons that have been sticking with Simply Unlucky throughout all this. I know some of you guys have been getting your wholesale product. And we plan to kind of increase that aspect or improve Patreon as we continue to grow with these different stores. And so stay tuned for that as well. And Simply Unlucky signing out.